Good morning, friends. How are you doing today? And at least in the NCR region, it's a wet morning, very wet morning, but it's a respite in this great Indian summer. So I think we are enjoying it. So today's subject is about how do you build the e-commerce, especially in the online space. By the way, my name is Chandrakant. Just in case if you don't remember, I meet you every day to discuss the business issues. And also, we are live across social media platform. If you want to join me live right now, all lines are open. Process to join this live stream is described in the description below. Kindly go through the process and join me live. I'm waiting for you. All right, let's proceed further. Online space has become very critical, very important today in order to run the business. And before we start creating our business, we need to create our niche. What is our sweet spot? What is that we are very good at? And how people recognize you. That niche area will actually translate into your branding activity. So I'm actually offering a masterclass today at 4 p.m. India time, and it's all about online niche creation. Even if you have a niche in the physical world, but in order to create an online niche, you need to basically join this masterclass. Link to join is given in the description below. Don't miss out on this. It's at 4 p.m. today. I will be waiting for you to share my knowledge so that you can be a better businessman and you will be able to create a better niche in the online space. All right, let's proceed further. What it takes to create your e-commerce online presence in e-commerce. Needless to point out that you must know exactly what is that you're offering, what is your sweet spots, and what are the areas that you want to offer to your client, and how you basically be perceived by your client. So all that you should have done, but today we will focus on the e-commerce platform, how you can build your successful e-commerce business online. All right, the first point that we want to discuss is the understand the target audience, where your audiences are, where your paying customers would be, in which social media platform. You must basically understand what is that each platform is known for. There are so many platforms which are available today. I mean, if you come to specifically e-commerce, you could actually go to Amazon, create a merchant account and do that. However, if you're offering services, then Amazon is not the right place. You have to basically build your own e-commerce platform, or probably look at other emerging e-commerce platform which are allowing services to be provided. Now, if your services are also online, then you need to basically plan the whole thing out to ensure that you know where your target audiences are. Most of the selling is being done today on the social media, which is like Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, etc. So the question is very relevant, where your target audiences are, and therefore it is important for you to know which platform is more suited for you to do your sales campaign. And when you're running your sales campaign, each platform will basically charge for running those sales campaigns. So you need to be very careful in terms of strategy, whether you want to go on Insta. If you have decided to go on Insta because your target audiences are there, then your whole video or your whole promotion strategy will change, because Instagram do not allow long videos. I mean, they allow, but it's not very successful. Also, the format of the video is like a long format, like a mobile format. So you have to be very clear where you are promoting. If it is Facebook, then Facebook Business Manager needs to be understood completely. You must train yourself if you want to basically promote on the Facebook platform. LinkedIn, YouTube also likewise. You have to understand what is the process of promoting your business on these social media platforms. So the moot point is you need to know exactly what product you have, what is your strength, where are your audience, who will basically pay, and then accordingly build your target audience reach plan. What is the next one? Next one is the optimization of your conversion rate. Now, there are certain thumb rules in our industry which are important. The thumb rules are that if you reach out to 100 people, probably 2 will basically close the deal at any point in time. Now you have to continue maintaining that reach areas for your customers, simply because these 2 customers who have bought from you this month may again buy next month, or out of those 198 people who have not yet purchased your services may end up buying in future. So you have to ensure that whatever plan you have in terms of reach, your customer reach on the social media, maintain that. There has to be a constant push from your side, thinking that if you're reaching out to 1,000 people, probably 20 will convert. If you're reaching out to 10,000 people, probably 200 will convert every month. Now this is very important because this will help you create your own pipeline, especially in the online space. And the thumb rule is there, but then there could be variance here and there, plus minuses are there, depending on your services, depending on your brand value, and also depending on the requirement of the customer. However, by and large, plan it in a way that if you're trying to reach out to 200 people, make sure that you are basically advertising and reaching out to at least 10,000 people in a month. And if you're not able to do that, then obviously your ROI will suffer. So keep a tab on conversion rate. Conversion rate is very, very important when it comes to online space, simply because you're not seeing your client. You are basically trying to communicate in an online space, and you're not there to physically convey what you want to convey. So conversion rate is very, very important in terms of how and where you want to reach. What is the next point? Product listing. In fact, you must have heard about funnel, etc. So effective product listing. So when you put your product, you must be careful about the fact that your product description and everything, your videos are very, very clear, very concise, simply because you are not present at that point. Somebody is looking at your content, you are not present, and you have to convey it in the right way. If you are not able to convey that in the right way, then it's an opportunity loss. So make sure that your product description, the images, and also the verbiage, is your verbiage is too long, conveying little meaning, that again will be opportunity loss, because people will not have patience to listen to your entire story. I mean, till the time they will actually make out what is that they are hearing about. So make sure that your verbiage, the way you speak, conveys maximum meaning in minimum words. Understand that. This is a very, very important aspect. So if in the online space, somebody is, watching your product listing, which is your promo or your video where you are explaining why this service or product is better than your competitors, then it has to be very, very clear, very precise, because in the online space, unlike the other medium, people will continue to watch, and maybe something will basically get into their brain. But in the online space, they use this thumb to move to the next content. So if you're not able to gel with them in next 10 seconds, it's guaranteed that they will not watch your next 10 seconds. So if 10 seconds is the window that you get in the online space, make sure that you come to the point in the first 10 seconds rather than wait for the next 10 seconds. So that is one thing which you must keep in mind. Make sure that your product promos, your infographics or your video are perfect. They are very precise, very clear. All right. What is the next point? Online space, there are no way you will actually be able to collect money from the customer. Especially online space offers finding customers anywhere in the world. So therefore collection of money becomes very important, and therefore the payment gateway comes in. Payment gateway is a software, is an online service which will collect the money from your customers on your behalf and transfer that money directly to your bank accounts. So it is important for you to also integrate payment gateway along with the security. Now there are so many payment gateways floating around. You need to know where your customers are. I mean, going back to the previous point, and how they are going to make the payment. So is it, especially if you are from India, there are a lot of people who prefer UPI payments. It's very easy, especially for small payment, micro transactions, very easy. So does your payment gateway partner supports UPI payments? What kind of cards it supports? Does it support debit cards? Does it support credit cards? What kind of credit cards does it support? Things like that. So you need to basically plan the integration of your services along with the payment gateway. Choose the right payment gateway and also security, like firewalls, etc., so that the database of your payments cannot be hacked into. And plan this whole thing out. Make sure the payment gateway that we are choosing is the right one, has the right pricing. Also, it provides enough security so that the transactions cannot be hacked into while the people are transacting with you. There is a confidence issue also. If you do not have the security and the payment gateway is not supporting so many payment methods, then there could be a situation where the opportunity loss. There are customers who wants to buy your services, but they are not able to place order. So it's an opportunity loss, especially in the online space, when things are happening when you're not watching, because you have created an online website and it has to be a self-service automatic portal which will basically convert for you. So going forward, what is the next point? Once you have got an order, once you have got the paying client who has actually paid you, how are you going to fulfill that order? So if it is a product, the shipment is involved. Now the shipment could be anywhere in the world. Now if you have your website and if you have not taken care of shipment, then it could be a very counterproductive thing for your service. If it is a product, I'm just talking about commodity. Especially if you look at, let's take example of other websites. If you look at the Alibaba or Temu, these are the very popular commodities website today, e-commerce website. However, the delivery takes forever. Suppose you place an order, especially Alibaba, it takes little time, but if you look at Temu, it takes at least a month, whichever part of the world you are. Some products takes less, some products takes more, but it takes a lot of time to deliver. Now if you look at Amazon is running a program on the about the same day or next day delivery. So if you place an order, you are rest assured that by tomorrow you will get your product. So they have taken care of this shipment issue. You know how they do it? Obviously Amazon has a scale. Now if you are looking at selling commodities in the online space, you have to make sure that your shipment is taken care. Now especially for the e-commerce player, there are shipment players as well, online shipment players. So you can actually integrate your website with the shipment if it comes to product. So make sure that you have the right strategy, right shipment partner. Just like collecting payment, you have the right payment gateway. Similarly, for shipping, you must have a right shipping partner who will collect the merchandise from your godown or your warehouse or your office and deliver it to your client who has already made the payment. Now when you're delivering it to the client, make sure that you have all payment options, whether online, also cash on delivery. So make sure that the shipping partner that you have is capable of collecting the cash from the client in case the client chooses to use cash on delivery and transfer the money in an online manner to you. So it's very, very important. When it comes to service, it's a lot easier because all you have to do is basically fix a date, book an appointment and provide that service. So when it comes to service, there are calendar applications which you need to integrate with your website. So here there is no shipment required, but there is a booking application required which you need to integrate with your website. So when somebody pays that money, the booking also happens with the time slot and the calendar integration with your Google Calendar or Outlook Calendar, whichever calendar you are using. Your application for booking must support your calendar, and also must have an email component so that emails can be sent out. If you're running a webinar, which is also a sort of service, the tickets to join the webinar is sent out. So a whole lot of integration is required when it comes to your online services business. So let's move on to the next one. What is the next important item when it comes to online? You see, what happens is, in the online space, people don't see you, so they do not know what kind of business you are running, what kind of team you have, who is the leader, etc. They only see a website or probably an app. Through the website and app, they will place an order. So customer support, how do you handle the customer? Because in case if it is ordering process is not easy, or there are some questions during the ordering process, what is that you have taken care of in terms of answering the most relevant questions that by and large 99% of the customers have you created an frequently asked questions, some sort of document? But then in the online space, if you have created the frequently asked questions, it's okay, but people don't have time. So easiest way to do this customer support in the online space is using the automated AI bots. There are so many which are available. You can actually do the evaluation, you can run the proof of concept and create a intelligent AI bot which will look like that the AI is or some human is communicating with the customer, and then addressing the customer's need or questions. If there is no feedback, then retention could be slightly difficult, and again there could be opportunity loss. If you are on online space, you have to ensure that more and more opportunities get converted, and if they are not converting, then your website is not justifying your service, or online business is not justifying the kind of investment that you've already made. So make sure that you don't let go whatever I am telling you, even one bit. Continue working on your online strategy. Just in case if you need how to create, you can actually reach out to me. I can help you step by step how do you build the online strategy. Talking about online strategy, the whole ball game starts when you start building your niche, your expertise, your sweet spot, your branding. So I am actually coming up with a masterclass today at 4 p.m. India time. In this masterclass, I will tell you how to set up your online niche, how to create an online niche which eventually result in good brand value for you, because that is the most important thing when it comes to online. If you want to reserve your seat, join me live in the masterclass today at 4 p.m. India time. The link is given in the description. Reserve your seat right now. Alright, let's move forward. What is the 7th point that you need to look at while building up your online e-commerce business? Is the marketing and SEO. How people will know that there is somebody selling such and such service or a product if your marketing is not spreading the word? Now, when it comes to marketing, there are things like lead generation, funnel. I mentioned the funnel previously also. So there is a funnel, there is a pipeline, there is supply chain, there is advertising. Whole lot of these strategies needs to be implemented. Otherwise, your e-commerce will not go anywhere. It will just retain on your website. More and more people must come to your e-commerce platform and buy things. And how they will buy? We have to do a lot of promotions. Thumb rule in the physical world is that if your turnover is 100, 15% must be your investment in sales and marketing. However, in the online space, the sales and marketing budget is the major budget. It is one of the largest budget that you have. Some companies are spending almost 90% of their entire revenue on sales and marketing. Companies like Amazon are actually going overboard. They are spending more than 100%.